Hello and welcome back. So here what we want now is to be able to give a very specific number so that once we click on a number, we can go there without clicking next. So that isn't a very difficult thing to do since we already have a formula that's working right here. So I'm just going to say public static. We create a new one. This one is going to be generate. So generate, that's what we're going to call it. I forgot the word function here. Sorry about that. Okay, so function generate. And then here we're going to have a number. Now you could cast this number as an integer, like so, if you want to, just so you make sure it's an integer, but it's okay, because you're going to be supplying these numbers yourself. But it's always a good idea to just cast it like this. Number is equal to int number. What I like about doing it this way instead of casting it here is because if I cast it here, it will cause an error, and this is not what I want. Here what will happen is whatever number, whatever a value I'm given, I'm just going to simply convert it to an integer and still use it. So that's okay. So here the real part that we are replacing is this part here of the URL. So what we need is the current link. So let me get this right here. This is what we want to return. So I'm just going to say return preg match. So return, that's what we'll return here. And then here we're going to put our number instead. So let's put that number there. Okay, great. But then this is what we don't have, the current link. Like that here. So now the current link in here is created here. Current link is equal to root and query string. Okay. Now if it doesn't have a page number, we're just going to give it a page number here. So I will need both of these things. But then at the same time, I need query string because it's referenced here. So I'm going to copy query string. Now in here where we're generating a page number, we don't really care what page number we are on at all. So what I will do is just put that there and get this, bring it here as well. Wait a minute. Okay. So current link is equal to root plus the query string. If page number is not there, let's just assume it's page 1, right? And then we do a replace with the number that we prefer instead. And then let's return that. So if I just say generate, it's going to generate a link with a specific number. So let's give it a shot and see. So if I go to my view here, I can simply, I want to create a link on this particular one. Let me mute this one for a second here. So what I want is this similar thing here. So I'm going to copy that. I need the quotation as well. So I will put this in, oh, I actually have some hrefs here. So let me just copy this and put the hrefs there, like so, paste. Okay. But then we don't want to point at anything there. Instead, we want to say generate here, generate. And then we want to put a number in there. So here I'm going to generate for page 1. Here I'm going to generate for page 2. Here it's going to be for page 3. Okay, save that and refresh. So let me see this. It goes to page 2, page 3. So if I click here, I'm on page 3. Here I'm on page 2. Here I'm on page 1. But if I remove these categories, let me just click on shop here and then click on page 3 so we can see some items. There we go. Page 2, there we go. page 1. There we go. All right, so this is working fine. Though if there are many pages, what would be nice is to have a particular, if let's say we are on page 2, then we have one page on the left and the other page on the right, something like that. So what we can do is create a formula here. So what I can do is put some PHP tags here, like so. So we're going to do the coding here, but later we're going to move it to a function because that's always better. So let me do this. So here the current page is what we need. Let's see the number max is going to be current page. So the current page is where is the current page here? This one. That's the current page. Plus, then we add, let's say we want 4 or even 5. That's the maximum there. So these are the number of pages we need after the current page to be able to see the links that we want. So what I will do now is let's put that PHP tag again and then just say for. Let's put a for loop here. And then here I'm going to put max. And this I is going to start from the current page right now. So current page current here. Now, instead of having to read from the function every time, we're just going to say car is equal to. In fact, I should have just duplicated this. Let me zoom in a bit so you can see what I'm doing. So current here, car, and let's remove the +5. So the idea is to loop through this. So let me just put a full colon and close this because I want to maintain my HTML code here. And then at this point, I'm going to put another PHP tag and say end if, like so. There we go. All right, so we're going to be looping through these guys for the duration of max. Now, we're not going to loop through all of them, so these are the same pretty much, so I'm just going to put 1 there. And then, if I now refresh the page, we have a syntax error here, PHP and if for, what's going on? This looks okay. We opened and closed. Wait a minute. Unexpected token end if on line 39. Where is that? 39. Oh, sorry. End 4. Silly mistake, huh? Okay, so as you can see now, we have more of these, but it's all page 1, page 1, page 1. Not cool. So what we will do is instead of all this, we are going to put I here instead of 1. So we'll put I, like so. And let's go here as well and put I. And here as well, let's put I. But we need to echo it, so I, close that tag, like so. Okay, now we refresh. Okay, so we have 0, which doesn't make sense, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So if I click here, I'm on page 3, here I'm on page 5, here I'm on page 9, and so on. But you see what's happening here? It's starting from 0 up to where we are, but that's not what it should do. It should start from the current. So here, because it's starting from here, we're supposed to put car here, like so. That's what I forgot. And let's go back, refresh, and you can see now 16, move to 20, 24, and so on. So we're in 23, 22, 21, and so on. So at least you have many pages here. They keep changing. If you want to add more, just increase the current here to 10, like so. Yeah. And refresh. Yes. Then you have more numbers here to look at. Now, if you want to put it in the middle here, what you can do is you can put +5 and then you put -5 here, like so. So once you do that, then you have a situation where you're in the middle here, okay? And then you have numbers this way. The only problem is if you are at the beginning, then let's say page number is 1, right? Then we're going to have negative values here, so we can't have that. So what we will do here is just say if car. Actually, we can just do this, put an if statement right in the line here and say car is equal to, it's equal to wait a minute. So what I can do is copy this and say if yeah, that is number 5 there, so which means we have to end this at 5. Okay, so I'm going to ask the question, if car is less than 5, or I can just say if it's greater than 5. Greater or equal to or greater than 4. No. Wait, if it's greater than 5, I think that's okay. So if current is not actually current, this right here, because we haven't set that yet. So I'm just going to say if the current page is greater than 5, then we do this. Otherwise, we say current is equal to 1. Let's see how that works out. So you can experiment on this. If I'm on number 2, then I get 1 there, 2. So this maintains until a point where I get to, let's say, 6 there, and then it changes. Let's say number 5, and then we go to number 4, and then we go to number 3, just like that, 2, and then 1. Okay, so you can see it's actually working just fine now. If I go to number 5, it extends for me there. Okay, so this is awesome. The only thing is it's not good to put the code in the view like this. So we're going to move all this code into a function in the class, in the pagination class there. That way it's more neat. Here we just put one thing. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.